Do you ever wake up and feel like you're already behind? Before your feet even hit the floor, your mind is already racing with all the things that you have to do, all the fires you have to put out. Between the breakfast mess and the lessons you didn't finish yesterday, it feels like the day is leading you instead of you leading your day. I'm Nancy Marie Peterson, and after 20 years of homeschooling 6 kids, I have learned that a peaceful home doesn't come from a perfect schedule. It comes from a simple 5-minute reset. And here's the secret most moms miss: your morning actually starts the night before. So, why is your brain so tired? When we don't have a plan, we live in a reaction mode. We wait for the problem to happen before we decide what to do. That's exhausting for our brain. There is a real reason you feel better when you write things down. A research shows us that you're actually 42% more likely to get it done by just simply writing it down. There's also, it's something called, I'm going to slaughter this kind of concept, but it's kind of like a Zeigarnik effect. And that just means that your brain stays on all night long trying to remember all the unfinished tasks that need to get done. When you write down your list at bedtime, you give your brain permission to sleep. You aren't just planning your day, you're protecting your rest. And what mom doesn't need her rest protected? All right, here's some things that you can do the night before, just so you can take back to your day. It only takes 5 minutes. You're going to grab a Post-it note or a simple app on your phone, and you're going to do just kind of a mini brain dump. You're just going to write 3 things down that must happen tomorrow. Not a list of 20, just 3. And then you're going to prep for the friction. What causes most of your stress? Is it the breakfast? Then lay out the breakfast the night before. If you don't know where your school stuff is, go find those books and put them out today. If you're worried you're going to miss a workout, then put your workout clothes out and lay them out before you get up in the morning. And then the last thing you're going to do is you're going to think of one word. Now, I do a one word for the year, but this is where you're going to just choose one word for tomorrow. Maybe it's peace. Maybe it's gentleness. You're going to just choose one word. Look at what your biggest trigger is right now. Be armed and ready before it comes after you, because it's coming. Maybe you have a bunch of unfinished tasks to do. So pick the word complete or done or finish. Maybe you have, you've been more snippy with your kids. Maybe your word is going to be kind. It just helps you kind of get in that mode and know what you want to go after before it comes after you. So those are the 3 things. And leading your home doesn't mean you have to be perfect. I'm not perfect, by no means. It just means you're the calm center for your kids. When my kids were little, if I wasn't prepped the night before, I was grumpy and rushed. But when I took the time to lay everything out, be prepared, and look, I was ahead of the game, and I could look them in the eye the next morning and really listen to them because I was already prepared. That is how you create a lasting impact. It's not about big events. It's about quiet, intentional moments we create because we are too stressed to even notice them. If you want to take this further and plan your whole year with this kind of focus, I have a free resource for you, and it's in the link. It's called the Intentional Year. It's what I have put together over the last 20 years. I'm a huge goal junkie, and I didn't have it all together. But when I finally figured out some of these pieces, it helped me become more intentional. And being more intentional, I could get a lot more done. So it's in the link below, and it's just a really good resource, and it's really focused on moms, and it's the whole year, but you can do it out in bite-sized pieces. I really believe it will help you and make a huge impact. So let's back it up. So tomorrow morning, you're going to be ready to go because tonight you're going to take 5 minutes and you're going to just do a 5-minute reset. You're going to write down the 3 things that you can get done. You're going to prep the night before. So get everything ready as much as you can, from the breakfast to the books to workout, whatever you need to do, get that ready. And then look at one area that you just really want your character to be more godly. So I guess that's a way to put it. You're going to have one word that's going to help you just focus tomorrow. And that's it. And if you need to go deeper, that intentional year is for you, and it's linked below. So I love the fact that you're here. I love the fact that you're growing, because we're not meant to do this alone. I'm not meant to do this alone, and you're not meant to do this alone. And as we glean and gain wisdom from others, that's how we really grow. That's how we do this better. That's how we show up and be the best that we can be as moms. And our kids need that. And our kids thrive when we show up being our best. All right. As always, stay intentional, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.